How's it going, everyone? Chronic here, hoping you're having a great day so far. Today in Fallout 76, I'm going to be showing you all how to farm adhesive in 3 different methods, and the first one that we're going to be covering is going to be the most beneficial and quickest method out of the 3. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting off over here at the Big Bend East Tunnel. It's just west of Watoga City and then southeast of Foundation. But once you're over here, you're going to want to open up your perks, and you got to make sure that you have the green thumb perk on, as this is going to give us double the yield of these giant pitcher plants that we're going to be running around the bog farming. I have the marsupial trait as well as the jetpack, so it kind of gives me a good vantage point. But I'm going to put up the route that we're going to be taking up on the screen. Just come back to this part of the video later on if you need to just follow the route. But we're going to be looking for these little, they actually do look like pitchers. They're kind of reddish maroon. But each time you loot one of these with the green thumb perk trait on, if I can actually jump to it, you're going to get 2 digested goo. And if I'm not mistaken, you get 4 adhesive every time you scrap this digestive goo. So by the end of it, this is just after I have done the run. It probably took me about 10 to 12 minutes. I've got 36 digestive goo, and at the bottom you see there's 4 adhesive each goo. So let's see how many we get in just after 10 minutes of running around the cranberry bog following that route. 144 adhesive in around 10 minutes. And the route that I put in is just the route that I followed. You're going to find more. Every now and then you might find a little less, but overall this is going to be the best method. Now the second method is going to be kind of like a little passive farm that you're going to need to build. I am just south of I think it's the Bootlegger's Shack. Yeah, I'm just south of the Bootlegger's Shack. There's like this little island, has a good water source, but essentially to farm adhesive passively, you're going to have to make vegetable starch, and to make vegetable starch you need mutfruit, corn, and then Tato plants along with purified water. So I'm just using like a dirt tiled roof. But just to show you all where to get mutfruit really quickly, we're going to go to Mama Dulce's food processing company just east of Vault 76. Make sure you have your green thumb on, and we're going to be following this route. I went around this portside pub and the Mama Dulce's processing plant and got around 50 mutfruit with the green thumb perk trait on. So that's more than enough to get your farm started and starting to grow those mutfruit for your farming base. As you can see at the end of it, I did end up getting 50 of those mutfruit, so that is a nice little bonus. That means that I found 25 plants. Next up, we're going to be looking for corn and potatoes. We're going to come over here to the General's Steakhouse to the west of Robeco and directly east of West Tech and the White Springs Resort on the eastern side of the map. We're going to run over behind this steakhouse, and there's going to be a nice little farm here with potatoes, corn, melons, carrots if you wanted them. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick up all these potatoes, pick up all the corn, and we'll see what the yield is with that green thumb perk on. So we got 18 potatoes, and I'd already picked up a little bit of corn earlier, so let's just tab over. I know that there was definitely more corn than there were potatoes, so we probably picked up like 40 corn right there. So definitely more than enough to get your farm started, and over time your farm's going to get bigger and bigger. So now that we've got all the resources we need, we just go to a cooking bench and we're going to go down to utility and make vegetable starch. It requires 2 potato, 2 corn, 2 mutfruit, and 1 purified water. And then once we go over here to scrap the vegetable starch, we're going to be yielded with 2 adhesive per vegetable starch. So it's not as quick, like if you needed the adhesive in a pinch, it wouldn't be as quick as farming the pitcher plants. But as a passive thing, I mean, you could probably make like 100 a day. Now for the third and final method, this method is the slowest by far. I am in the most northeastern side of the map, up next to Freddy's Fear House. Just kind of follow the line, and I suggest putting a tent down if you have one. But there's going to be this little cave right here. It's surrounded in blowflies, but what we're going to be looking for are the 2 honey beasts in the cave, as they drop excess adhesive. Now, after we kill the 2 honey beasts, I am going to be showing you how to reset this spawn point real quick. Ideally, like I said, you will need the survival tent because we're going to be doing kind of like a little fast travel method, and you'll see here in just 1 second what I mean. So these honey beasts drop 2 excess adhesive each. Like I said, this is going to be so much slower than going around the cranberry bog and just picking up those pitcher plants, but I figured I'd show you all a third method just in case. So after we've looted these 2 honey beasts, we are going to fast travel just out of the area. I'm going to go back to Freddy's Fear House, and then once we've done that, we are just going to hop worlds. And after we've hopped worlds, we're just going to teleport back to our survival tent. If you don't have the survival tent, you're just going to have to run back up there, and that's going to make this method even slower for you. But as you can see, fast traveled out, hopped worlds, fast traveled back, and everything here has respawned. This works for any enemy in the game, like if you want to farm blood eagles or ghouls, like really anything. You just have to kill them, fast travel out, hop worlds, and then fast travel back. Well, there it is, guys. 3 methods to farm adhesive. I hope this helps you all. I know that sometimes you're trying to craft guns or armor and you're just like running out of adhesive. You don't want to go around the map and like look for packs of duct tape and all those other junk items. So yeah, hope this video helped you all. If it did, feel free to give me a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel for more guides like these. Once again, this has been Chronic. Thank you all so much and have a good day.